Alright, so for this video, I'm going to talk about how to fight cravings while dieting. Everybody has cravings while dieting. I don't care how long you've been doing it, how good your metabolism is, you're going to be hungry. And it's relative. When I'm at 2,000 calories, I am probably as hungry and weak as someone else that could be at 1,000. So it really just has to do with how your body handles a certain amount of calories. So the number one rule is to start a diet that is not super aggressive. For example, if you have been eating 2,000 or 3,000 calories of junk food and your diet is crappy, and you start one of those cleanse detox diets where overnight you drop 2,000 calories in your diet and you're drinking fruit water with 2 crackers a day and a couple protein shakes, you're going to be very hungry. Your body is going to pick up on the fact that you dropped 1,000 calories of energy, and it's going to say, hey, feed me, you're starving me. And that's going to lead to cravings. So even if somehow you do make it those 2 weeks on that detox, you're probably going to binge afterwards and gain it all back, if not more, which is most of the time what happens. So the number one thing to do is to start a diet that is not aggressive. So you want to start a diet that's about, at most, 500 calories deducted with some cardio. That's about all you need to get the ball rolling. Just think about it. You only want to lose about 1 pound to 2 pounds, and if you want to get super aggressive, 2.5 pounds a week. Anything faster than that is going to be muscle and water, and you don't want to lose that. You want to lose fat. That's the point. Nobody diets like, hey, I want to lose muscle. You're like, hey, I want to lose fat. So make sure that it's that slow and that unaggressive. Another thing, meal timing. Meal timing does not matter as far as losing weight. So if you're tracking your macros, it does not matter how you eat them, just get them in. But meal timing does matter for hunger. It depends on how fast you digest food and things like that. So if you're someone that stays full longer from bigger meals, then you might want to just have 3 or 4 meals a day, and that's it. So your larger meals that'll have you full for, the next 4 or 5 hours before your next meal. That's perfectly fine if that's how you stay full. And then people like me, I like eating every 2.5 hours because at 3 hours I'm starving, and those size meals seem to get me from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 6. So I eat about 6 times. But that's just because I like to eat every 2.5 hours. So just try to find a meal timing that will allow the meals to be a certain size and a certain time to where you're not starving so much that you end up binging. Okay? Stay hydrated. I don't know about you, but when I sit down and I have 16 ounces of water, it's going to put a dent in my appetite. Now, is it going to keep me from being hungry at all? Absolutely not. But it could be the thing that keeps you from overeating excessively. So make sure that you drink a little bit of water before you start eating. Eat slowly. It takes about 10 to 20 minutes for your body to register that you have food in your stomach and you're no longer hungry. So if you crush a lot of food real quick, you're not going to give your body that time, and it's not going to trigger that, and you're just going to be hungry. And then when you're done eating it, that's why you always feel like super stuffed and sick, because once it catches up, your body's like, oh wait, we've eaten too much. And eating slow will help you avoid that. Another thing, if you get hungry in the evening, try to plan most of your macros in the evening. Simple as that. Don't put all your calories in the morning. Put them in the evening. That way, you have more food when you're most hungry, and you're not likely to binge at times where you don't have any food left. Don't have anything lying around the house. So don't put junk food in your cabinets, okay? Get rid of it when you start a diet. Tell yourself you're serious and be serious. And I don't care if it's Valentine's Day. I don't care if it's Halloween. I don't care if it's Christmas. Don't have those stupid little bowls of Reese's Cups and Hershey Kisses or cookies on your counter. Especially jelly beans. Jelly beans too. They're real bad. Because what you'll do is you'll walk by and you'll grab one and you'll eat it. And that's no big deal. And you'll walk by again. You'll have another one. And then at the end of the day, all the bowl's gone. Well, no freaking duh, the bowl is done. You had a bowl of jelly beans sitting on a counter you passed 40 times throughout the day. Come on. Like, you might believe you have really good self-control, but let's be honest. You're going to want to take some jelly beans. I'm guilty of the same thing, so I don't have things lying around like that. If you eat things out of a bag, take out the serving, shut the bag, put the bag away, then eat. You're very less likely to eat a whole bag if it's already put away, okay? Fill your diet with vegetables. Vegetables are very calorie non-dense, so you could have a ton of broccoli and it would be like 150 calories versus a ton of candy that would be, 500 calories. So try to pick foods like vegetables that are very high in fiber and low in calories, and they'll have you full longer. Have fats higher in your meals when your carbs are lower in your meals, vice versa. So when you have a lot of pasta, for example, don't have a lot of nuts. And when you have a lot of nuts in a meal, don't have a lot of pasta. So that's another way to fill in some gaps so where your meals can be maximized size-wise. When it comes to night, and say you got done all your meals, brush your teeth. For 3 reasons. One, you can't argue the fact that brushing your teeth makes you less hungry. Mint seems to be an appetite suppressor. So with the taste of mint in your mouth, you might not be hungry. Plus, number 2, brushing your teeth makes food taste worse. So you're more likely to want to eat something if it's going to taste worse. And number 3, who wants to brush your teeth twice? I mean, some people might, but you're less likely to want to brush your teeth 2 times. It's just another task and it's tedious. So that might keep you from eating. Okay, just a little bit of info. Don't chew gum. People say gum is an appetite suppressor. It is for some people, but a lot of people it's not. You have mechanisms in your body to where if you smell or taste a little bit of food, it gets the digestive system running and it says, hey, I'm about to get food. And this can trigger your body into cravings. So by not chewing gum, you're not going to get those cravings. Other things. Late night thing I do in my preps when things get real aggressive is I'll wake up. If I'm too hungry, I can't go back to sleep. I'll go out to the kitchen. I'll have 1 to 2 full glasses of water, 2 to 3 pickles, and a pretty big handful of spinach. At max, that's going to be like 6 grams of carbs, and that's if you have a ton of spinach. And you will feel full enough to fall back asleep. If you want to do this almost every night, or you expect it's going to happen, just save 6 grams of carbs in your meal when you go to bed. Simple as that. Other things. When you go out to eat, if you're super hungry, get something smart. Don't get a huge, meal. Like, get a salad with some chicken, or a grilled chicken sandwich, or something. Be smart about it. And if you are going to have a cheat meal, let's talk about cheat meals real quick. Plan your cheat meal, have your cheat meal, and move on, okay? Wait till your next cheat meal. Don't make your cheat meal the next day, or your next cheat meal the next hour, or your next cheat meal the next serving, or helping. So, plan it and move on. And I don't even really like cheat meals. I like high carb days for the benefit of muscle glycogen storage and energy. So it's more beneficial to the workout. It's better for losing weight, and it's just better for your health. If you just lower the fats and the proteins and increase the carbs, you get your energy back, and it can help with some cravings. And one more thing to help cravings is don't do completely fasted cardio in the morning. I've noticed that days that I used to do that before I was educated, like when I was a sophomore in college, for the rest of the day I was starving. Okay, starving. So don't do that. And oh yeah, one last thing. If you're in your, grinding out your last few weeks in prep, carbonated things are very good. Okay, they will give you they will fill your stomach enough until your next meal. So use those. just like everything else, in moderation. Don't abuse them. And the 0-calorie stuff, stay away from that shit. You know it's not good for you. I don't like that 0-calorie stuff, like the Walden Farms and stuff. In moderation, it's not bad, but if you're putting it on every meal, I mean, there's got to be something in it that your body does not want or should not have. So I hope these help, and I hope you guys are successful with your diets. And stay tuned in next time for other helpful videos. Thanks.